my thoughts regarding the new Exorcist film. Well, there seems to be a lot of online hype for this first upcoming BlumHouse film. There's been very little information other than a general plot, an October release date, and a handful of named cast members, including Ellen Burstyn, reprising her role as Chris MacNeil. Perhaps the media will acquire more details now that the latest Halloween trilogy is complete, and director David Gordon Green can focus more on this set of new sequels, or as I've seen them referred to as requels. I do have my concerns as well as questions. Will BlumHouse and Green respect the source material? Will they support the canon, match the quality of Friedkin's original film? Or will this be another product of today's progressive Hollywood? In my opinion, with all the hype and the nostalgia, don't expect the first film. All the nostalgic marketing hype is not going to bring it back. Don't expect the new sequels to be cut from the same cloth as the original. The Exorcist is a product of its time, and David Gordon Green gave a similar assessment. Last year, while a guest on Shudder TV's Joe Bob Halloween Hoedown, Green told host Joe Bob Briggs, "I think once you accept that it's never gonna be what they did in that time, with those resources, in that culture which was a very different thing than the elements that we'll be working with, and I'm a very different voice than Friedkin. Further, what he did was brilliant, and I want to honor that, and respect that, and be true to that in a lot of ways, and then evolve that into my voice in this time." So with that, does he mean to imply that it will be updated for a modern audience like so many requels, reboots, and remakes have? Briggs then asked Green if he had consulted any Catholics, like Jesuit priests, as Friedkin had done for the original. On a quick note, not only did Friedkin receive technical support from 3 priests on set, but also doctors from different medical fields in order to make the scenes more authentic. After all, Friedkin attempted to make the film as realistic as possible. Even advisor and leading authority on diabolical possession Father John Nicola in a 1974 interview commented this about the film and the novel. "Both are near the truth and though dramatized are about 80% accurate." Now back to the question. Green's response was not a simple yes or no answer. "We've had a lot of consultants. Plotting out a Halloween movie is a different exercise than the academic process of, I need to find someone that knows this text from ancient philosophy. I've spoken to a lot of people that seem really supportive of it, because I actually think in a lot of ways it opens up the conversation of religion, and various beliefs, and various philosophies, and how that is balanced, and how that's evolved with our culture today." So what does that mean? I'm not hearing a yes in that response. It sounds like Green is planning a contemporary setting, but will it retain the integrity of its predecessor? For Friedkin, The Exorcist was a film delving into the mystery of faith. He wasn't looking to make a horror film. What is David Gordon Green looking to make? Looking at the synopsis, it seems simple and straightforward. The father of a possessed child seeks out the aid of Chris MacNeil, whose daughter Reagan survived a similar possession in the 1970s. So Leslie Odom Jr. is supposed to play the father of the possessed child, and Ellen Burstyn reprises her role as Chris MacNeil. Along with Ann Dowd joining the cast, there's been several other mentions, characters including a neighbor, a doctor, a nurse, a receptionist. I haven't seen anyone cast as priest yet, nor have I seen Reagan or Linda Blair. So I remember there was a rumor that Ann Dowd was going to be cast as Reagan MacNeil. I'm guessing that might have spawned after Linda Blair indicated last year in a tweet, July 26, 2021. As of now, there has not been any discussions about her participating or reprising her role. I really can't see not reuniting Ellen Burstyn and Linda Blair in one of these 3 films. If they brought Ellen Burstyn back, why not Linda Blair? So far, I've only seen articles confirming Odom Jr., Burstyn, and Dowd as cast members. The others I've seen listed on maybe IMDb, Google, and Wikipedia. Among them, 2 actors caught my interest, or at least had me curious. 11-year-old Rory Gross and Bosnian recording artist Nedim Yahik. Hopefully I pronounced his name correctly. Nadim has been listed as the demon. So, regarding the new sequel, this is about all there is to know. And I have a lot of questions, starting with the synopsis. For example, why is Leslie Odom Jr.'s character seeking out Chris MacNeil? Did he seek help from the church first? Does he know about Chris MacNeil's daughter Reagan? Did her possession become known to the public? And what about young Rory Gross? Is he the one that's going to play the possessed child? Or maybe it's Olivia Markham. And Nadim Yahik, is he going to be just the demon's voice, or the evil incarnate, or both? And my last question for now, is this film going to be, as William Friedkin put it, so wildly supernatural and without any kind of realistic base? Honestly, with that, it's just too early to know anything for sure. And again, there's been a lot of hype for this. A lot of the same information being repeated by different websites. Some of it misinformation, and a lot of fake film trailers. Maybe something legitimate will release in the months to come, who knows? But as it stands, as far as I can tell, it's a sequel. And some films don't need sequels. And BlumHouse and Morgan Creek plan to churn out 3. You know, initially when Warner Brothers approached William Peter Blatty on the idea of another Exorcist film, his honest answer was that the story was over when Karras fell down those steps. Obviously Blatty would give us Legion about a decade later, but regardless, overall, I think he was right.